Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show, live from the JCB Golf and Country Club, where Super Saturday is gearing up to be a neck-and-neck clash. We've got three-way ties at the top in both the individual and team competitions. Joaquin Niemann, Brandon Grace, and the Polish Prince, Adrian Meronk, are locked at the top after an incredible day of individual competition. The tension is real, and round two is shaping up to be very exciting. Welcome to the Club 54 pre-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, joined by seven-time European Tour winner Gonzalo Fernandez Castaño and three-time PGA Tour winner, four Aces champion, and Mr. Swagger himself, Pat Perez. Welcome to the show, boys. Before we dive into the competition chat, there was a big announcement that happened this morning from Scott O'Neill, our
Jerry
CEO.
Foltz got fired.
No, not Jerry Foltz getting fired. He's still with us.
That can't be that great.
A much bigger announcement. LIV Golf South Africa is set for March 2026, held at Stain City in Johannesburg, making LIV's first tournament on the African continent. This announcement was made this morning, and this is huge, not only for LIV Golf, for the sport of golf, and even importantly for Stinger GC. Got to be happy for Louis Dean and the boys. Let's take a look at something from the presser this morning.
We're here to announce that LIV Golf has made a multi-year commitment on behalf of the Premier and the Minister to go to South Africa.
LIV Golf has taken a step that I think is worth emulating for all the major sporting bodies around the world.
It's unbelievable to make this happen. I can't wait to see the faces of 10, 11, 12-year-olds watching golf in South Africa, seeing their heroes play, Phil, Bryson, Brooks, all these guys. It's going to be a massive thing for our country and to grow the game.
We're going to take this great product and even make it greater with our dancing, with our drums, with our music. You know we're going to have more people than Australia there. And in Australia, my minister, my counterpart, the fight is on, the challenge is on. Thank you very much.
Very exciting news for LIV Golf and Stinger GC. They said they're going to impress us with their drums and dancing. Are you guys ready to? You guys ready to get down when we go to South Africa?
We've got no moves. Golfers got no move whatsoever.
Hey, now, Gonzo, you've spent some time in South Africa. You've actually played there before. Is this true?
It is, yeah. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to play in South Africa many times. I think
big tournaments down there.
Oh yes, and it's huge. Golf is huge over there. I mean, they've got a fantastic national tour, the Sunshine Tour. So this is great news for not only for South African golf, but also for LIV Golf. I think for this worldwide tour to go back to, I mean, to play in Africa, it's amazing. I still remember when they announced that LIV Golf was coming to Spain. That was huge for Spanish golf too. So it's a big day today for the league.
Pat, thoughts on it?
Yeah, I had dinner with the boys last night, funny enough, and they were announcing it, that it was going to be announced today, and they couldn't be more excited. I mean, they've been trying to get this done for 4 years, and they are over the moon. They just are so excited to get down there in March and show everybody how great South Africa is, the fans, everything, the event they're going to put. They're going to try to do their best to absolutely put the best event that they've seen down there.
Well, we have a Stinger in the lead. I'm sure Brandon was in a good mood at dinner last night. Let's take a look at the individual leaderboard as we head into round two. An exciting day, and something to note, 3 Englishmen in the top 10. UK should be happy. Adrian Meronk, Joaquin Niemann, Brandon Grace leading the way with a 6-under finish. Lee Westwood delivering as we expected with a 5-under finish. Bubba joined us in the post-round show, and he's in contention as well. Terrell Hatton doing his thing. Today's going to be a lot of fun. Here's the team leaderboard. Stinger GC at the top, Torquay GC and Legion. Almost everyone on our broadcast suggested Legion would get it done, and there they are leading the way as we enter into our round two. Now, let's talk about it. We got 3 guys leading the way today. But last year was just as fun. We had 3 packed out days last year. We had John Rahm take over Terrell Hatton in the final round to get the title. We even had a 255-yard ace from John Catlin as he was stepping in to fill in some shoes. A lot of action last year. This year is looking like it's going to shape up to be just as exciting. We got Joaquin Niemann, Brandon Grace, Adrian Meronk head-to-head in the lead. Let's talk Joaquin Niemann first. That's 65. What does it say about Waco under pressure, especially here? We've been talking about his performances in the majors. He's been a little up and down. He's clearly leading the league. There's a lot of pressure on him this week to get it done.
There really is. And again, John didn't have his best stuff yesterday. So, you know, if he can get himself in that lead, if he can somehow win this event, it's going to be very hard to chase him in the next two events. He knows that, again, coming off a poor performance of the British Open, but, you know, he seemed to let that go, change caddies. That didn't affect him. You know, he's such a phenomenal player. It's exactly how I would expect him to play anyway. But if he could have 2 more good days, somehow get that win, and John doesn't have his best stuff, he can really separate himself and kind of give himself a nice cushion for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Christian, you were talking about last year. I mean, when we got to LIV UK last year, we were in a very similar situation. Joaquin Niemann leading, John Ryan just behind, and Joaquin never got to finish the job. This case, he's won 4 times this year, only 12 points ahead of John,
as you said. Incredible.
So it's, I mean, it's
hard to believe.
And he led in Valderrama after the first round. He didn't have the best of the finish there. So we see what happens today. But what I liked about Joaco yesterday was his demeanor on the course. He felt really confident despite his open performance the week before. He felt really good with his new caddy, Diego Salinas, a childhood friend. And I mean, tee to green, he was phenomenal as usual. And when things work on the greens for Joaco, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, another man who shares the lead, Brandon Grace from Stinger GC. Heading into Andalusia, he faced relegation, and like a true pro, he faced that amazingly. Now he's leading here. What flipped for Brandon?
It could really be anything. You know, the guy works as hard as anybody in the game, but, you know, like Gonzo and I have talked about, once a player starts to see some things and you get some putts to go in, and then, you know, you get a good bounce, and then, you know, you get up and down when you're supposed to. It's like that. Those things all start snowballing, and then you start playing well. It's all confidence. Golf is so much mental, but it's a lot of confidence as well. Once you start seeing things go well, and that's what's happened to him. He loved playing Valderrama, obviously played well, and then he's carrying into this week. So if you watch guys go through careers, there's ups and downs. And when you ride the high, you got to keep riding. Yeah. And unfortunately, when it goes south, you just got to try to find whatever you can to get it back up. But, you know, hopefully he can ride this high all the way to the end of the season, get him that 24. It'd be an amazing story at the end for him.
For me, that was the story in Valderrama. I mean, the way he played on that Sunday, under that pressure, he was in that drop zone, and now he's even looking at to be in the lock zone with a good week this week. I mean, the performance on Sunday was outstanding. And as Pat said, I mean, he's got all the tools, he's got all the shots in the bag, and it's all about confidence. All of a sudden, Pat start dropping, and you start seeing that hole bigger and bigger and bigger.
Gets bigger and bigger. Yeah.
Before we dive into the competition today, let's take a look back at all of the action from round 1. 3 guys, 1 score, 65. Take a look.
Huge week for Stenson and the Majestic boys this week.
It's their home event.
Happy with them.
Good 3. What do you know? Turning it on home soil. And it could get even better for them.
What a champ. We're seeing 2010 world #1 Westie here.
Now this is a big moment for the Majestics and for Lee Westwood. Oh, that's good stuff.
Well done, mate.
Well, he deserved that.
Shot, big boy. Lovely shot, Lee.
And it's an opening round of 66.
We'll not get carried away too much too early, but, you know, this is certainly the best start we've had in a tournament for quite some time.
Played well today, mate. Oh,
He's won 4 times in the LIV Golf League so far. Could this be win number 5 for the Chilean?
You know, Joaco's playing with as much pressure as just about anybody, but he's playing with a different kind of pressure to get that season-long title that he let slip away a year ago.
No bogey so far, so yeah, good.
So, Adrian Moronk, Joaco Niemann, tied for the lead on 6 under par.
Yeah, it was a very solid day. Made a lot of good putts, did a lot of good shots. So yeah, I'm very happy with how the day went and excited for the weekend.
Setting up to be a pretty exciting round 2, that's for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, now we're going to toss over to Rachel Drummond, who's behind the scenes live on the range as we speak. Rachel, over to you.
I'm making the boys walk quick because I'd set it all up and then you're off, Adrian.
Wow.
Great playing yesterday. Can you tell me quickly what's changed in the game, because it's amazing to see you play well?
To be honest, nothing changed. I just stayed patient and kept doing the same thing, and finally I'm feeling more comfortable on the course, and finally the results are better. So yeah, it's much more enjoyable.
Play well. You've got long legs. We're going back this way. Oh, here we go, Lucas. I saw another chip in yesterday. You do that for fun.
I wish I did it more often.
Right, we're going this way. I'm sorry, guys, I haven't got as long a leg as Moronk. This range, it seems like this happens all the time. It's with a left to right wind, which for any golfers out there, they know it is just brutal. here's my, hello. I won't ask for another hug. He's pretending he doesn't know me. Right, we're going down here. Let's get a look at Bryson, as always, playing unbelievable. And are there any Love Island fans out there? Because we've got Luca Bish here on the range. Let me grab him. Luca.
Hi.
I've got so many people that want to see this because they're massive Love Island fans. How are you finding the LIV experience?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I never thought a golf event would be like this. I thought I'd be a bit like at the cinema getting told off when to laugh or even talk. So to be stood behind Bryson and watch him whack a driver is a dream come true.
And what do you think? What are you thinking of his golf game?
That's all right, isn't it? It's not too bad. Yeah, it's an honour to be here and up close and personal, and what a day. And I don't think I could do that with the music right behind me, but fair play to them. They must get some taking used to.
You might have to try it. It might be the answer.
Okay. Give it a go.
Have a good day. Right, let's keep going. Who've we got? Here's Sergio warming up. Tom McKibben had a great day yesterday. I'm on the massive charge today. Let's get a look at Tom McKibben. He's playing some great golf, very solid yesterday. Works with Rob Watts, an excellent coach. Look at that setup. He's got a very strong move. Let's see if we can get a final thought from Tom. Tom, I've been told I can talk to you when you're not hitting. Great day yesterday. How's the course playing?
Yeah, it's good. It's in good condition. First time here. A little bit quirky of how hilly it is, but it's playing nice.
How hard is it for your caddy when these greens are spinny?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky for everyone. I mean, especially like the pin that's at the back of the green, and you know it's going to spin, and trying to sort of flirt with hitting it close. It can be very complicated, especially if it's into the wind. It just makes life a lot more difficult for the caddies.
Not a problem for you, Tom. Play well. Let's get a last look at the boys here. Cam Smith, let's get a last look. Matt Jones also played well. It's going to be a great day. Slightly different conditions. And look out for those spinning balls on those greens. They're very soft.
Thank you so much, Rachel. We'll be getting back to you in just a few. And before we move on with the show, Gonzo, I got some bad news,
goodbye.
brother. You got to get out of here. We always love you on the show, but you got to have to get prepared for the main show, my friend.
I like the main show. The main show is fun as well.
What are you trying to say? You don't like the pre-show?
I love the pre-show. I love you guys. You know.
That hurts.
Any final words? You got anything?
Well, it's going to be a fun day. I mean, being inside the ropes, you can really feel the atmosphere, the crowds. It was absolutely great. It's going to be the same today.
All right, get lost.
We didn't do it like the rest did now. Go past standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. Go past standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. Go past standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards, that's the best thing. Go past standards, that's the best thing. Hold your standards.
This week, Andrew Santino caught up with G-Mac for his podcast, No Bad Lies, to discuss Saint Laurent shoes. Check it out.
Sorry, give me the story. Give me the story about the sandals. We heard from your caddy who mouthed up and told the truth.
Yeah. So Kenny's been with me nearly 20 years, so he knows all my secrets. But when you're asking me about bad breaks in life, he thought I was going to tell you the story about the time I bought a pair of Saint Laurent sneakers. Probably cost me $1,000 or whatever. You know, one of those crazy purchases. But I wore them to the golf course. What course were we at? Can you remember?
I think it was
Medina
in Chicago.
But I wore them into the locker room. But they kind of had this scuffed up look. You know, you pay a lot of money for them to be kind of dirty and scuffed up, right?
Some people do.
So I take them off and I put them beside my locker and I put my golf shoes on. I come back about 6 hours later after practice and whatever, and I can't find them anywhere. I'm looking around. I see some white sneakers, but I'm like, no, it's not mine. Eventually, I pull a pair of sneakers out and I look at them and they're like fresh white, brand new looking fresh white, and I'm like, Saint Laurent. I'm like, oh my God. So I take him to the locker room guy, and he said, yeah, I cleaned those up for you. They were looking a bit dirty. And I'm like, I just bought these 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And he's cleaned all the distress, he's cleaned it all off. They were ruined.
Well, yeah, they were ruined. He fixed them to ruin them.
Fixed them to ruin
And this was at Medina in Chicago, so do you have a strong Chicago
I'm not
accent?
sure I ever wore them again.
Cleaned off your shoes over there, Mr.
I
McDowell.
took care of them things for you.
Yeah, I took care of those shoes. I put a hot dog in your left shoe. That's pretty great, though. Well, the $1,000 shoe purchase, it goes to show you, don't buy $1,000 shoes.
And let's discuss the battle of the heavyweights. Joaquin Neiman, Jon Rahm, Bryson DeChambeau, all going for the title this season. And boy, is it close. This is what the fans have asked for, and this is what has delivered. We love to see a good competition between the big dogs. Can Bryson, however, realistically win this title without a win this week, considering his score, Pat?
It's going to be hard. It really is going to be hard. He's going to have to play really well the next 2 days. And then again, he's only got 2 tournaments left. Waco looks like being in great form. I don't know. It's really going to be, it's really down to a 2-man race, but it's really in Waco's hand. I mean, if he plays well next 2 days and he wins, I don't think he can be caught even by Jon Rahm.
Yeah, if Waco wins this week, he locks out just about everyone, right?
Yeah.
Besides Rahm and Bryson.
Still, Rahm will be 44 points behind. That's still a win, and then Waco would have to get 0. In Indy, so it's still up in the air. But Bryson's obviously had a great year. But Walker's he just got such a hot start. It's just hard to catch him. It's just hard to catch.
Do you think Bryson's game shapes up well for this type of a course?
It should. It should. I mean, he only shot 300 yesterday, but I could see him shooting 600-700 anywhere.
Yeah.
So I really do.
Yeah, what did you observe from Jon Rahm's first day?
He really didn't have anything yesterday.
You expecting to see him have a stronger start?
John's always going to get into the top 10. That's just what he does. But he just didn't really have his stuff. He didn't make a lot of putts. He didn't hit that close. He just didn't have his stuff. Made a terrible 6 on the 3rd hole. There was no real momentum for him yesterday. I don't know what really happened, but he didn't make a lot of putts. He just didn't do really anything like John usually does.
Now, we know John had a storyline last year where this was actually the first week he won his individual title, right? It looks like we could be seeing the same thing repeat itself. Waco had the lead then, he has the lead now. John was catching, he's catching now, right? So do you think this is a moment we'll see some type of surge, considering all 3 of these guys are under pressure right now?
Well,
John seems to be a pressure guy.
Yeah, but John's going to need 2 things. John needs to shoot about 12 under on the weekend, and Waco needs to shoot about 6 over. I mean, it really needs to be where Waco doesn't get a lot of points and or win, and John needs to play extremely well.
Yeah.
And, that's the thing about the 54-hole competition is that it's a sprint. If you don't come out of the gate strong and someone else does, it's really hard to catch them unless they just happen to backpedal a lot. I don't see Waco doing that. I do see Rahm playing well in the weekend, but is it going to be enough to catch him?
Yeah.
That's the big question.
It's definitely the big question. We'll be seeing what happens this week, and we're going to toss it now back to Rachel Drummond. She's live. I don't know what's going on. Rachel, what's up?
Everyone's gone, but I have managed to get Stinger coach for Dean Burmester. Grant, thank you for being here. Now, let's quickly talk about the event in South Africa. Can you speak for the boys on how excited they are to have an event?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be exciting. I know the guys have been excited about this for a few months now, and I think it's going to be great for golf in South Africa, and for, I think South Africa needs it, for come and see all these world-class players playing. So I'm also excited. It's going to be a good event.
And we've got the man himself, Scott O'Neill. Quick word on South Africa next year.
Yeah, so we'll be in South Africa March 20th to the 22nd to the club at Stain City in Johannesburg. It is a passion project for our amazing friends at Stinger, and for all of us that have just been caught up in the excitement and enthusiasm of the minister and the premier who came. We're so fortunate to have the energy and enthusiasm going to South Africa.
Liv's growing, I tell you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, who else we got here? Hello. We've got some Pro-Am attendees in the building. How you doing, Michael and Josh?
Winners, by the
Were
way.
you winners?
Well, I like to think we won with an individual score of 18 under. So
that's good.
Yeah, I just wasn't here to collect my prize.
I love how you just dropped the score 18 under. Now, Josh, I'm going to start with you. You played with the Majestics. What did you learn from the boys?
I need to learn a lot. That's what I learned. I also learned that patience, the patience that they have with me is incredible, and I need to have a lot of lessons. That's what I learned.
And final thought for the Ironheads. How was it?
Ironheads, so yeah, I played with them 2-3 weeks ago at Valderrama, and it was incredible. They were playing with a pro. The way they hit the ball is just different. And you only really get that when you're standing next to them, and then you just see it disappear into the distance. You go, well, that's amazing. I've never seen that before.
It's the sound that gets me. Thank you so much. There's 2 more. We've got to get these boys. Football fans in the building. We've got Joe Hart and Phil. Here we go. Hello, boys.
Right.
Now, you know, you've been at a LIV event before. How are you finding number
I've
one?
Not been.
You've been
I've
before.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about the experience. You're going to have a good day.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, that's why I've got him here. I told him he'd love it. It's just golf, but fun. It's fun. No, but it's totally different. When you come in now, you can tell by the music. You tell, obviously, we're lucky enough to get really close to the guys taking the shots and stuff like that. But I've just told him he'll love it, and if you speak to him afterwards, I'm sure he will confirm what I've said.
Yeah.
Okay, Joe, final, quickly. Westie's captained you before in the Icons.
Yeah.
What was the best bit of advice he gave you?
You know what? I could just tell that he absolutely still loved the game. I'm a proper novice, so very simple things, the weight distribution, things like that, and just trying to enjoy the golf and not overcomplicate it.
That's not simple, Joe, weight distribution.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean.
You sound like
Go enjoy your day. Have a good one. Right, back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Now, before we get into our final thoughts in for the day, let's check in with Annabelle Angel with her 5 Under segment.
Happy Saturday and welcome to day 2 of LIV Golf UK here at the JCB Golf and Country Club. These are 5 things to know ahead of today's play. We're currently standing on the 17th. It's a par 3, 255 yard with an island green. Make the mistake and you're in the lake. The elevated tee box means that the wind comes into play and it's even harder to choose the right club. Last year, the Crushers GC reserve player John Catlin shocked everyone with a hole-in-one here. We've seen no hole-in-ones so far, but it's one of the toughest holes with a scoring average of 3.28. And we've only seen 2 birdies, but a hole-in-one is always possible. He has all the tools to win here. Driving accuracy is a key to his success, and he comes into the JCB ranked only 34th. But after day 1, he was in the top 10 for driving accuracy. Joaquin Niemann missed the cut last week at the Open, but that's old news. He's tied for first after day 1 at -6. A win here and he will stretch ahead in the LIV individual standings, which all season has been a 3-horse race between Niemann, Rahm and Bryson DeChambeau. After round 1, we've got some big names way down on the leaderboard. Jon Rahm, Sergio Garcia and Ian Poulter are currently tied for 32nd at even par. As we know, Poulter is hovering around the relegation zone and will be wanting to play his best golf in front of the English crowd this week. After play ends today, the fans will get to enjoy a concert from international DJ Kygo. But before he takes the stage, there's sure to be lots of drama and excitement out on the course today.
I wish you guys could see us behind the scenes. Pat and I love that instrumental track to that 5 Under. We're back here jamming like this the whole time. All right, let's get into our top shots from round 1. There were some pretty incredible shots from yesterday. Pat, would you agree?
There was. I didn't see many micros, but there was.
Let's start with our boy Phil Mickelson with a massive putt at the 4th. Just look at that right there. And drops it. On the same hole, our big dog, Dustin Johnson DJ, fires it from the deep end. Right here on the 4 as well. I don't know what these guys were drinking on the 4th hole, but it worked. Here's Joaquin Niemann, individual leader, with an unlikely birdie attempt at 7. And just like that, baby, it goes to his surprise. Walks away like it was nothing, though. Love to see Waco's swagger there.
Always.
There's Terrell Hatton, the sharpshooter. his second on the 8th. Comes pretty close right there. It's been fun to watch Hatton here at home. Here's Lucas Herbert, Ripper, also on the 8th. Hits a bullseye.
How do you get there in 2?
Unbelievable.
Unlikely.
That's pretty cool stuff right there.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff. And of course, here's Cam Smith from Ripper GC with the thing of beauty for his second. Wow. At the 15.
That is something. That is really something.
Pat, can you make some sense of this? How do you do this?
He does a lot of stuff like that. It's just pure imagination there.
Talk about difficult. I mean, this is difficult stuff. Great to see so much action from these guys here at round 1. Round 2 should be more fun. There's no time like the present to sign up for the league's loyalty program, LIVX. You can keep up with the news and information about the league's 13 teams and your favorite LIV players. There's also fun, really cool interactive games to keep you entertained. It's all through the LIVX hub on the LIV Golf app. And all you got to do is sign up today, baby. It's LIVX. All right, we're going to toss it over to the boys in the booth. Arlo White, though, however, has been pretty busy here in the UK at home. Yeah, Oasis.
Yeah, look at him.
Arlo had a good time. He's pretty active on social media this week as he took his family and friends to the Oasis. You should go check it out if you can. There's much better content on his personal page that you guys can check out. Gotta love to see it. Let's hear from David Faraday and Arlo White in the booth. Over to you, boys.
Oh, Christian, what a day it was last Sunday. My daughters, Eva and Amelie, are as equally obsessed with Oasis as I am. And I promised them if the boys ever got back together again, I would move heaven and earth to get tickets. I managed to secure them on Friday, and Heaton Park in Manchester was just absolutely brilliant. It was a dream come true. It is the summer of the Oasis comeback. And speaking of comebacks, as we segue into the golf here, David, what about Warko Neiman, who was struggling, missed the cut at the Open, fired his caddy, Gary Matthews, and has responded to those footsteps that were getting louder behind him from Jon Rahm with an excellent opening round.
Yeah, well, if recent history is anything to go by, if he plays well, the only way these guys are going to beat him is wait until he falls asleep and hit him over the head with a 2x4. He's either there or he isn't, and this week he appears to be there.
Well, he wouldn't want to look back at this season in anger, would he, as the Gallagher brothers sing at Wembley this week. We'll have the call for you at the top of the hour, Christian.
Thank you, Arlo. Thank you, David. Pat, would you ever wear that vest, get up, that David wears?
No, he looks too good. I would never try to copy his style. He looks phenomenal. I wouldn't even try to attempt to match him.
I think that's a good idea.
I got one style and it's no style.
Let's get some of your final thoughts before we head into round 2. We could talk about that forever. I have some quick rapid-fire questions. Just give me your answers. Let's see what you do. The fans love this, so we're going to give it to them. All right. Who takes solo control today?
Neiman.
Why?
Best player.
Oh, wow. Who climbs back into contention?
Rahm.
Okay. Who needs a big Saturday to survive?
Rahm.
which team needs to make a charge?
What do I know?
Which team?
Oh, Majestic need to stay up there. They've got to get on that podium this year.
Okay, last question. One stat or player you're watching and you're focused on today?
Westy, really. You know, he's been playing well the last 4 weeks, and I've got him to win. I hope he can continue. I would love to see him get up there because he's, you know, he loves the game, works hard. He just goes about his business. He's a guy that's been around for so long. 11 Ryder Cups. I mean, that is just something that's amazing that you can't take away from him. I'd love to see him. I know he'd love to win here.
Yeah. No rain today, right? A little more chill, but
who knows here? I mean, who knows? I hope to God knocks. I'm walking around that ground. I don't want to.
Well, as always, thanks for joining us, fans. Thanks for watching the Club 50.
Everybody enjoy today.
Round show. We're just moments away from the shotgun start. Round 2 is going to be incredible. After the main coverage, we'll see you in the post-round show. Until then, I got one more word to say. You got me, Pat?
I do.
Peace.